Hey guys, I'm just gonna wait for a couple of you guys to join. Today we're gonna do Q&A. You ask your question. Hey, is that Noel? I don't know. No 888. Today we're gonna do Q&A. Whatever you wanna ask, I'm gonna answer it to the best of my ability. So just drop your question in the wherever question box or comment box or whatever. Let me see what it is you guys want to know about plastic surgery in the Dominican Republic. Because you all know I don't talk about Miami. I don't talk about Miami. Hey, Miss Fuego. Hey, Mini Cake. I don't talk about surgery in America, period. I don't talk about Colombia because I've never had interest to go to Colombia. But I will talk about the DR because that's my forte. So, what do you all want to know? Drop your all questions. I'm out here preparing you guys for surgery. My ass, I even start getting ready and I leave in, I don't even know how many days. What is today? Today is what, the 8th, the 7th? So I leave in like 2 weeks and I haven't prepared nothing for my damn self. I'm helping everybody else prepare your all business. Miss Fuego says I'm the goat. Hey, Chama. So we're going to do Q&A today. So, first question. How long after surgery should you continue sitting on your BBL pillow? Good question. Hey, Belinda. Dental consultations. I'm working on that. There's a doctor I'm talking to right now, and you guys know I like to work with low-key people who are ethical and who are not booked and busy, that they can give you that individual one-on-one, customer service attention that you want. So, first question is, how long after surgery should you continue sitting on your BBL pillow? The fat loss or fat absorption that you're going to have, which is, doctors say it's around 30 to 40%. This occurs between the first 6 to 8 weeks. Anywhere between the first 6 to 8 weeks, you will see the shape of your butt is changing. Some areas, fat may start being absorbed by the body, and it doesn't matter if you sit on your butt never or you sit on your butt every day. The body is going to do what the body is going to do, and by you sitting on your butt, whether it's driving or at work at your desk, whatever, that's not going to take away from the fat cells, that was transferred. That's a misconception I think a lot of people have in the surgery community, and nobody really researches it or talks about it. They just keep, repeating what they hear. Especially with Miami plastic surgeons with their crazy ass, what do you call it? Post-op instructions that they give you guys. So 6 to 8 weeks would be the time frame that you want to use your boppy pillow. After that, if you want to ditch it, you can. You don't have to keep using it after that because that's really the, I would say most sensitive part of your surgery, those first 2 months. I still sit on my boppy, but it's not the Dominican boppy, which is like the nice big fat thick boppy that I like. This is like the little skinny little raggedy one that you buy here in America that gets flat after one use. I just sit with it because it's nice and comfortable, to drive with it. And funny enough, my hubby sits with it too. And he's never had a BBL, so he likes sitting with it as well to drive. So let's see what else you guys are asking. Chama, you were talking about the dental consultations. The doctor I'm talking to, her name is Lori or Lauren Hernandez, I believe. And there's a couple people I've already given her information to some of my clients that want to get veneers or they want to get their teeth whitened and stuff like that. One of the things you guys got to know about these dentists is that if you want good work, you got to pay good money. If you want to take the cheap route and do the porcelain and not the ceramic veneers, just know that you pay cheap money, you get cheap work. So if your veneers start chipping and falling apart, whatever, that's why. That's why, because these people are charging you cheap money because they're doing cheap work with cheap materials. So the doctor, the dentist, she's telling me that she has a master's degree in like smile technology and all this different stuff. She said that her prices are, for example, the ceramic veneers are 10 are 3,500, and then the 20 veneers, the ceramic, the one that does not change color, is 6,900. She does Cash App, cash, and money transfer. So money transfer is like, Western Union. She will give a discount, a monetary discount to people that book through Surgery Bay, she told me. Also, she does the resin as well, but she said when you do the porcelain veneers, which is the cheaper in material, they get discolored after a while, like with food and whatever you drink and eat and stuff like that. And I have one client actually that's going to go to her to get her porcelain veneers whitened because they did change color over time. So you guys, like I said, you want to get veneers, just know that you pay for what you get. If you want good work, you got to pay that money. Chama said today's date, girl, I don't even know what day of the week, what day of the month it is half the damn time. All I know is every day I work. I work 7 days a week. All right, so Plastic Doll said those leggings. I got those from Walmart. You guys can see far. So Plastic Doll said, wait, I thought porcelain was good. That's what these doctors are telling you all. So you all could, spend your money and get your stuff and then you get fucked up, That's one thing I like about the people that I work with, integrity. Integrity in regards to they take pride in their work and their skill and their reputation. Making sure that nobody says nothing about them bad, that they can keep a good reputation in medical tourism, How do you sleep after having a BBL? Well, in the Dominican Republic, the instructions you get are different from what your Miami doctors may give you. So I'm going to tell you the DR way. I'm not going to tell you Miami way because I think it's bullshit. So in the Dominican Republic, when you have a BBL, if you have a tummy tuck, you will be sleeping on your butt. If you don't have a tummy tuck, you're still going to be sleeping on your butt. Dominican doctors tell you that you need to make sure and have your boppy under your butt. And they also tell you that you need to eat to counter that 30 to 40% fat loss that you're going to have within the first 6 to 8 weeks. So when I have on my Surgery Bay Instagram, not this one, the other one, when I have a diagram, showing you guys how to sleep with the boppy pillow under your butt, how to put the pillows against your back and under your knees so that your body is like in a V position so that it's more comfortable for you to sleep. At least for me, that's what I found. Sleeping in that V position is more comfortable than laying flat, stretched out. But that's how you would sleep, with the boppy pillow under your butt, with the pillows against your back and under your knees to give you that comfortable position. Shama says, are there any medications we need to stay away before surgery? Yes, anything that's going to thin your blood. So if you guys are taking supplements and things like that, you need to Google them and see if any of these supplements are blood thinners, which is typically things like vitamin E, aspirin, turmeric, ginger, garlic, anything that you're taking like that has that in it is a natural blood thinner. So you want to stop that at least 2 weeks to 4 weeks prior to surgery, because the repercussions are you having taken some blood thinners or taken things with blood thinners, you will bleed heavier during your surgery. So you bleeding heavier during your surgery, they're gonna have to cut the surgery short, or they cannot be as aggressive with your surgery to give you, if it is you're going for like a really snatched look. So that's the reason why they tell you stop taking blood thinners. Even you guys that are maybe diabetic, pre-diabetic, you have PCOS and you take metformin. The metformin, you want to stop that 1 to 2 days before your surgery, because that also affects your blood when you're having surgery also. Are supplies included in your pricing? No, ma'am. If supplies are going to be included, my prices are going to go up, which as time evolves and things change, that's something I'm definitely working on. So no, supplies are not included in my packages. Hey, plant protection, I see you. I see you. Are you going to post this live? Please, I'm dying trying to concentrate at work. Okay, Belinda, for you I will save the live and post it on my YouTube. So what other question you guys have? I hear really and truly I am so not prepared with my supplies or my luggage for my surgery that's coming up. So I definitely need to get it together when I get home. You can barely hear me. I don't know. I'm in Georgia, so maybe it's the signal. It might be the signal. I don't know. Half the time I'm all over the country, and you guys, when I'm talking on the live, it start going crazy, whatever. Can I extend my stay with John until the 9th? Yes, if there is room. Because when you're coming, it's I have a lot of people that's gonna be there when you're coming also, Chama. So message me, WhatsApp me, and I will speak to Butterfly about it and see if there is room so we can extend you until the 9th. But I'm gonna be seeing you because we're gonna be down there at the same time. I'm so excited. I'm taking my doggy with me, so she's gonna be down there as well with me for my surgery. And then of course my husband is coming for surgery too. So both of us are gonna be having surgery. But God willing, this is not gonna be debilitating surgery. It's just probably I'm hoping it's just gonna be a lot of lipo pain and a lot of soreness. But I should be able to be moving around, all over. Because I'm getting a mini tummy tuck done, which is the bottom half of the fupa area. So it's not above the belly button, it's that area under the belly button. And when we say mini tummy tuck, so let me explain the difference between a full tummy tuck and a mini tummy tuck. The mini tummy tuck is they don't touch your belly button and they don't do a muscle repair, which is your abdominal muscles that's above the belly button and just under your breast, your sternum. The mini tummy tuck is really to take away like loose skin and to do what we call, like your vagina, the top of it, it's called, the technical term, it's called your mons pubis or something like that. So when you do the mini tummy tuck, one of the benefits of it is that it lifts like your vagina, like it lifts the mons pubis area. So it like tightens the area and then it gets rid of the loose skin. And then sometimes, if needed, they will do a muscle repair in that lower half with those lower abdominal muscles. But typically the muscle repair in the lower part is not done. It's really just to get rid of like loose skin and get rid of fat and stuff. So that's one of the procedures I'm getting. So I'm hoping it's not going to be as debilitating as the full tummy tuck. Because the full tummy tuck, what they do is they make the cut down by your fupa area. They cut out all that fat that's under your belly button, and then they lift that skin that's from under your sternum down to your belly button. They literally cut under there, leave your belly button stalk, your umbilical stalk, leave that sticking up like that, like out, like this way, from the abdominal chest wall, and then they lift the entire skin. So the skin from here by your sternum all the way down there, they literally lift that off the body. Then they make a hole in that skin. That's where your belly button stalk is going to go through, and they're going to stitch it up. And then they pull that skin all the way down back to the top of your vagina and stitch it up. And then of course they do the muscle repair, which is your abdominal muscles. So that's the difference between the full tummy tuck and the mini tummy tuck. My belly button, I like how it turned out because I did the belly button training, and that's something I think a lot of you guys don't know how to do or what belly button training is. Typically for people that have a tummy tuck, about 30 days post-op, if you don't have any issues like a leaking belly button, which is a common tummy tuck complication, it's not, like, oh my God, what did I do? I did something wrong. No, you didn't. It's really a splitting stitch. That's what it is. But if you don't have that, typically at 30 days post-op, you can start belly button training with the foam air plug. I do not like marbles. I don't like the silicone air plugs. Those are like very harsh, hard materials that can make your belly button now start leaking or like just get it raw. So I like the foam earplugs. Some of you guys may do like cotton, make it into a circle and stick it in there. Gauze, you can do that too. But I like the foam earplug because it gives you that nice little circular shape and it's soft. So it's not going to, make your skin get raw or abrasive or anything like that. And then whenever you have your faja on, that needs to be in there every time you're in your faja. The lipo people, lipo 360, you also have to do belly button training even though your belly button was not touched, because when you are in your faja, if you are wearing your faja correctly, which is it's supposed to be nice and tight on the torso area, your belly button is going to go from a circle to a line like that, because remember the faja is pushing you like that, right? It's squishing the body like that, so it's turning that circle into a line like this. So you also, within a couple of days, because usually they make an incision at your belly button to go and do your lipo. Once that heals, let's say within about a week or so, you can start also doing belly button training to make sure that your belly button stays nice and circular and not turn into like a coin slot when you're wearing your faja to get your swelling and stuff down. So we will see, guys. We will see. No other questions? No questions? Somebody sent a question. Let me see. Miss Candy said, "Hey love, how long after a tummy tuck can you sleep on your stomach?" So you want to make sure that your incision is totally healed. I would say about 30 days, to be honest with you, because any weight, if you get a tummy tuck and you go to sleep on your belly, any weight, that body weight, that when you're laying down, your full body force is on there, that can make your incision start, busting open, and then that's a whole nother drama for you to fix it, So I would say at least 30 days, 3 weeks to 30 days, let it get, totally sealed. The majority of your scabs has fallen out, so you don't have to be like, oh, if the scab, pops open, I'm gonna start getting a raw open wound. What in the hell? Ay, you just rescheduled my load, but I'm on my way to pick up, but I'm an hour and a half away from these people. Give me 1 second, guys. Stay there overnight. Oh no, anybody's living outside Savannah, Georgia? Because that's where I'm gonna be. I'm going to Savannah, Georgia to pick up. Yeah, I'm gonna be at a truck stop like 11 miles, 12 miles away from Savannah, Georgia. I guess that's where I'm gonna be tonight. So maybe I could do another live later on because I'm gonna have time now. All right, let me see what else you guys are asking. Is Dr. Maldonado a good doctor? So I spoke about this yesterday, Smesh. Maldonado is not a plastic surgeon. He is a dermatologist. He does not have a plastic surgeon license. So when you look at the Instagram page, you will see it says Pequeño and Maldonado. And the reason why it's two of those names together, and that's their practice, is because Pequeño is the one that has the plastic surgeon's license. And Maldonado uses Pequeño's plastic surgery license to do surgery on you guys. So I don't know if you've heard about Maldonado, but he's had a lot of deaths with women getting their colon punctured, their lungs punctured, and they've died at his hands. So why would anybody want to go to Pequeño Maldonado to do their surgery, despite how good the results may look, thinking that your ass may be dead or badly wounded on their table? There is hundreds of doctors in the Dominican Republic that do amazing work, including mine, because I will toot my own horn, including my doctors. Why would you guys want to go to somebody that, oh, I love their results, but you could die? A snatch means that much to some of you guys. A flat belly and a big ass means that much to you guys, that you would risk going to a neglectful, reckless doctor to get surgery. All right. It's your life, not mine. I know what I'm doing for my life. So, how to travel on an airplane after your BBL? Same thing. You're going to be sitting on your boppy pillow in the plane. My flight from the DR is only 2 hours. 2 hours from Santo Domingo to Miami. So I honestly just sit on my boppy pillow. I don't get up and walk around on the plane. Okay, it's only 2 hours. But if you guys are on a longer flight, then yes, you want to get up like every 1 to 2 hours, walk up and down the aisle for maybe 5 minutes, and then get back, on your boppy pillow in your seat. Traveling after the BBL, besides the boppy pillow, you want to wear your compression socks. Do not wear under your faja, leaving the DR, lipofoams and poisey pads and things like that, because when you are going through TSA, they will pat you down physically with their hands, like they feel you up. And when they feel all that stuff under your clothes, they're going to be like, oh, we need to go and search you because we think this is drugs. That happened to my husband on round 2. He had on his faja with no pads, no lipofoam, nothing, because we know better. But guess what? They felt the buttons, the hooks in the front of the faja, and they took him to a room. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Nobody would tell me what was going on. I'm just standing there wondering where the hell these people are taking my husband. Of course, they can't speak any English, so they couldn't communicate with me until one lady finally came over and said something about, oh, well, that's going to go search him, something like that. You wait right here. It felt like forever. They had him in some room. He told me they made him take his faja off, strip naked, bend over and cough so they could look in his butt to make sure he wasn't carrying drugs. And that's what they're going to do to you girls. If they find you with this faja on, you're in your wheelchair service, and or you're not in your wheelchair service and you're going to TSA and they pat you down, some of these people in the airport look at it as easy bait. Oh, they had surgery, so I'm going to tell them they're going to have to come with me to get to take their faja off, and if they don't take the faja off, then they're going to give me a tip. That's what they tell you. Basically, they're saying, if you don't give me a bribe, I am going to make you take your faja off. And we all know if you're wearing your faja correctly, that shit is tight as F. AF. It is tight AF. So you can't get, once you take that faja off, you can't get yourself back in there. At least I know my fajas, the way I wear my fajas tight, I can't even buckle it myself. My husband is the one that has always helped me put my fajas on after surgery and even just in the maintenance phase. I never put my faja on myself because it's hard and your fingers hurt like hell, and especially if you have long nails, it's drama, and my nails are like this long, so I can't even get into my faja. He's the one that has to do it. So my advice is, do not take the wheelchair service. The DR airport is very small. If you want the wheelchair service, like if you're transferring from Miami or whatever, then let the airline know you need wheelchair service when you get to Miami. But in the DR, the airport is very small. It's literally 2 floors, downstairs and upstairs. And it's maybe a 5-minute walk to your gate, if so much. So it's really not a big airport for you to be, trying to find your way around or whatever. So I wouldn't take the wheelchair service for that reason, and I would not wear anything under my faja except the faja and my tank top. And then when you get to America, if you have some poisey pads in your bag, you can open up your faja a little bit and put some if you want by your waist or whatever until you get home. But just know you're going to be swollen, you're going to be bloated, you're going to be feeling all kind of ways. Can dolls from another recovery house come to Butterfly for massages? No, ma'am, no. And let me tell you why no. Because I don't like to just say no and then you're like, why? Because John told me, he said, now he is only doing massages at Butterfly Recovery House that he owns, and at Airbnbs, or if you're from the Dominican Republic and you're at somebody's private house, he'll go there. He is not going to other recovery houses, and he's not allowing women from other recovery houses to come to Butterfly, and it's not because of COVID. It's because when he does your massages and puts you in that faja, and he makes you wear that faja nice and tight, you're going to go back to your recovery house, and they are going to take you out the faja to give you whatever, wipe you down with baby wipes, whatever these other recovery houses be doing. If they're not bathing you, I don't know. Then when they put you back in the faja, they put you back in it incorrectly, and you get a faja burn, and then you want to blame John. So he was like, nope, If you're not under my actual care, I am not dealing with you at all. Because I don't want the problems with people calling my name and saying I gave them a faja burn and I did this and I did that. And I totally understand what he's saying, because we all know 95% of the women in the surgery community are petty as fuck. And they will go on the internet and make one set of lies and one set of drama about something that they don't even have any knowledge or understanding about. And then other girls who are just as dumb will believe what they say without even knowing that they're listening to the wrong thing. So that's why John is like, nope, you got to stay at Butterfly or Airbnb. Organica Inc. I do not talk about other doctors on my page. You all do what you all want with whoever you all want. I am only interested in my people and my team, because I am fed up and tired of warning you all about people not to go to, and you all still do it. And then when you all get fucked up, you all come in my DMs talking about, oh my God, he did this to me and that to me. No. So I am not even bothering to waste my time to warn anybody about nothing again. You all do whatever you all want. For surgery, do we need the thigh high? Do we need the thigh high or the knee high compression socks? Thigh highs. So on my Amazon store under general supplies, I have it there as well. They have different sizes, especially like girls who are plus size. They have like the 2 and 3XL. I myself wear 2XL. My hubby wears 3XL. And those compression socks that I have on Amazon, I've used them for round 1, round 2, and they will be used again for round 3. Like, they are that good. You really just need to get one pair good compression socks. You really don't need to get a whole bunch of, 4 or 5 different whatever, because all you can do is wash them, because you need to take a break. You can't wear the compression socks 24/7 day in and day out. You need to give your body a little break sometimes for like an hour, 2 hours. So you can wash them, put them in the dryer and let them come to a dry. Yes, Corey, come leche, tie high. Chama says, long faja better than the shorter ones for stage 2. So I personally have big legs, so my thighs in the middle rub. I do not have any, what they call a thigh gap or whatever, which I guess skinnier girls have. So the fajas that are short up there by your crotch, I don't like those, because they roll up and they ride up into my leg, and that shit is irritating and it hurts. So I personally they have 2 different lengths that I like. The one that goes down to just above your knee, and there's one that's a little above the knee but not as high up as by your crotch. So the Lipo Express brand that I wear, that one is above the knee but not up by the crotch. The Fajate that I wear is down by the knee. So I would say, Chama, get the ones down to the knee, the Fajate, because Fajate, I don't think they have an in-between. They have either by your knee, by your ankle, or up by your crotch. So get the ones that's down to the knee. The ones that I'm going to be wearing for this next round of surgery, one is, both of them have the bra built in. And I like the bra built in because it's putting all that pressure and weight on your shoulder here. The typical faja that you see everybody's advertising and selling, which is the one that your breast is out and the hooks come right up to where your sternum is. Why I don't like those, and I used to wear them for my other round, why I don't like them is because here, this area right here, it digs so terribly in that area. That faja strap hurts like a mother. And then you start getting like a discoloration and a line right in this area. The ones that I'm getting, it has the built-in bra. One is sleeveless, but it has the bra, and then here on the shoulder, the strap is like wide, like maybe like this wide. So the pressure is going to be here. It's not going to be digging under here like the traditional faja. And then the other one also has the built-in bra, but it's the sleeves that come down to here by my elbow. But let's be careful with those sleeves. Those sleeves, the material is like a spandex panty. Yes, those in my Amazon store, there's different lists. You will see there's fajas and accessories, and the brand that's on there is M&D Faja. M&D Faja is also another really good brand. The ab boards and stuff that they have, that's what I use personally. So on there, I believe, yes, I have on there the M&D brand, the ones with the built-in bra and the one with the sleeve as well. But Christiane, you have the Fahate hookup. I gave that to you in WhatsApp. So you don't have to go on my Amazon store and buy an M&D. You can buy the Fahate itself, like the one that I'm wearing, that I sent you exactly what it is that I bought for myself to wear. So you don't have to go and get it from my Amazon list. And guys, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, is that people who are my customers and my clients, I have a link to Fahate where you can buy the Fahate brand Faja directly from Colombia. What do you call it? For like $65-$70 opposed to $150-$200 in the Dominican Republic. So that's what I'm telling her about. I couldn't find a men's compression sleeve. Corey, WhatsApp me because I bought some from Amazon also, but I don't know how big the arms are. They're gonna have the measurement in inches on there, so that you can measure your arm and see if it's too small for your arm. But for arm compression, Corey, I have my own technique that I give to you guys as well what to do. So WhatsApp me to remind me so I can tell you about it, what else to buy for yourself, even if you cannot get the compression sleeve. So what I was going to say is that the fajas with the sleeves built in like down to your elbow, that material is like a very thin spandex material. So if you get arm lipo, that is not giving you any compression at all. It's really just for aesthetics purposes. It's not giving any compression that you're going to need, that nice tight compression that you need after after lipo of any body part that you got lipo, whether it's chin, arm, thighs, you know, the whole torso. And as my second round, it's super important to have more than one faja. Yes. Okay, guys, I had a hysterectomy. I don't have a period anymore. Thank God. Whoop-de-doo, I love it. But I should have made this choice years ago. I don't even know why I didn't. But anyway, you guys that are still having your period and stuff, I implore you, do not be stingy, do not be cheap, save up your money, whatever you need to do when you are having surgery, because post-op care is the most important part. Why spend $9,000 on a total surgery journey and then you don't have $150 to buy a second faja? Come on guys. So yes, you want to get 2 fajas, because not only besides when you have your period, every day you want to be in a clean faja. You should not be washing your faja in the washing machine and drying it in the dryer, because the faja material, it has these very minute elasticated shreds all throughout the fabric. When you start washing it in the machine and dryer, what happens is what we call dry rot. You will actually see the shreds in the faja start like fluffing out and coming out. That's the best way I can describe it. Your faja is going to be ruined after you keep doing that how many times. So you need to get 2 fajas so that every day when you hand wash your faja, you can use whatever you want, whatever kind of detergent you want. If you have sensitive skin, then use your sensitive skin stuff. Hand wash it like that, right? Hand wash it, rinse it, wring it with your hands to get the majority of the water out. And Papa, I gotta talk to you. And then put it on a hanger in your bathroom to air dry. So every day you have a nice clean faja. Guys, give me 1 second, babe. The load got rescheduled to be picked up in the morning at 9 a.m. So I put in here for us to go to some truck stop that's like 12 miles away from our 90, from our 01. So we're gonna basically be there until tomorrow morning is when it's get loaded. Look at your messages on Look at your messages on your phone. It says we're gonna get there at 2:38. Alright guys, sorry, we're talking business here. And then Chama says surgery is 50%, post-op massages is the rest. And you smell any leakage in that heat smells. Oh my god, yes. Guys, after, it doesn't matter if it's just lipo or if it's lipo with tummy tuck, whatever surgery you have, you are going to have fluid leaking out of your body. That is very true. And I know one girl, This girl, and what's crazy is that she's had two rounds of surgery, so it's not her first round around the circle. She had a back lift for her second round of surgery. She was an admin in one of those damn surgery groups, and pretty knowledgeable about surgery, which is why I don't understand why she would do something like this and get herself fucked up like this. She had a back lift. She was not changing the dressing in her back lift every day after. Okay, when you get surgery, after your doctor does your very first follow-up appointment, change your dressings, look at your incisions, make sure everything is looking good. From that point on, which is usually 2 to 3 days post-op, you get your first follow-up. If your doctor is a caring doctor, because some of them be telling you about come a week later, and that's real bullshit. At that point, you need to be cleaning and changing your bandages and your dressing and your tape and whatever every day. You need to keep your incision sites clean, because that's how you get a damn germ. The body is crawling with bacteria all day, every day. That's how you get an infection when you keep your incisions in one same dirty dressing or whatever for how long. So my girl got a back lift, was not changing her bandages and dressing every day. She had how much fluid leaking out of the incision on the back lift. The faja was getting wet with the leakage. She kept the faja on, did not change the faja every day, like I'm telling you guys. And guess what happened to her? She got MRSA. She had to get a wound vac. She had a big ass hole in her back. Her doctor refused to treat her, and then the doctor told her, the only way I'm going to treat you is if you do a study that I have talking about the dangers of plastic surgery in a foreign country. He literally blackmailed her into doing this so that he could treat her. Not to mention how much she had to pay out of pocket, because you have an elective surgery in another country and your insurance company find out that that's what happened, that's where you had surgery and so forth, they are going to deny any claim that you have. So she had to pay for that wound back and everything out of pocket. She had a pretty good job, so at least she was able to handle that. But what about the people that don't know, that don't have a good job, that don't have money like that, you know, that don't know what is proper post-op care, whatever. So I can't tell you guys enough why it is you need to at least buy 2 fajas before you leave the Dominican Republic. Like, seriously. I mean, me personally, and I said this yesterday when we were doing the live, I just got 4 fajas altered when I went to the Dominican Republic in March. Between the 3 years that I've been post-op for my tummy tuck, I have literally gone through about, I know it's over 10, probably about 15 fajas I have bought already within the last 3 years. Because when you are losing inches and losing size, and your body starts changing shape and shrinking, you could only get your faja altered so many times. Especially those ones I was talking about that dig here into the armpit, the traditional faja. That shit, when you get that altered, it makes this area, it digs more and more and more and more. So the faja is going to get warped. Warped meaning that they can only make the waist and the torso area so much smaller, so many times. Usually it's like maybe after 3 times of getting your faja altered, it's fucked up. You gotta get a new faja. You know, and as soon as my faja starts like fitting me bad, like digging me and stuff, I buy a brand new one. Like, I don't want to deal with that. After my first round wearing the faja like that, not knowing any better, you know, not knowing any better and wearing the faja like that, I started getting like a discoloration mark right here in my thing. Now it's gone, it's faded, thank God. But that was one of the things that happened to me with, you know, wearing that faja like so super tight. So I'm just trying to share my experience, what I've been through with you guys, what, you know, what I dealt with, so that you don't have to go through it. You know, it's up to me if you want to listen to my advice or you don't, but I'm sharing the do's and don'ts that I learned the hard way, because nobody told me and I had to figure it out for myself. Let me drink some water here. Because, you know, guys, we gotta keep ourselves super hydrated, because surgery is coming up. Baby, can you fill my water bottle for me? Pop, can you fill my water bottle for me? My hubby's in the back there. Half asleep. Here, babe. We're gonna stop in like 49 miles. That's what it says, 99. You want me to go somewhere else? I just chose what was closest to the O1. You want me to go somewhere else? Let me know. I think it's a pilot, yes. Check and see. Check on truckers, pat and see. But I think it's a pilot, yes. How did you get rid of the discoloration on your arms? I have the same thing from a faja. Honestly, Juice, I did not do anything. It just faded for itself. But some of the things that people use on like little skin discoloration is, if you're here in America, the Ambi soap and the Ambi cream. Walmart has it. Then Walmart has what they call it, Nadiola, I think is what they call the other skin bleaching. Oh, I gotta enter the way station. What the? I guess they're making everybody go in. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta deal with these people. Organic, I said bio oil, but bio oil is not for hyperpigmentation. Bio oil is for like scars, like after you have your incision. And guys, bio oil and these other scar treatments, you don't want to start using that when you still have scabs on your incision. So you want to at least give it 30 days for those scabs to naturally fall off, and then start using whether it's bio oil, vitamin E, cocoa butter, coconut oil, rosehip oil, what else? The silicone gels. That's what I used, and I had really good success with that. Cicatricchio is the name of the gel, and it's on my Amazon store under General Supplies. It's a silver and purple box, and I used those. I didn't know about Cicatricchio then when I had my tummy tuck, so I didn't use it on my tummy tuck. But I used it on my breast incisions, and that shit is so good. Like, my breast incisions are almost invisible. So I didn't start using that, however, until about almost 6 weeks post-op. And the reason why is because I had some chunky scabs that were on my around the nipple, around the areola. And when I tried picking at one and I lifted it gently, it was like really red and pink under there. So I was like, you know what? Let me not fuck with these scabs. Let me leave them to fall off naturally. And once they did, which was about 7 weeks, between 6 and 8 weeks, I think is when all my scabs finally came off. So at 6 weeks is when I started using the Cicatricchio gel around the nipple, and then the J scar that I have for my breast. But this time I'm going to be doing another reduction. Again, I'm going to do another reduction with lift, and I want to get implants, high profile implants this time, so that the breasts are more pretty, or that they stay, because I like that look. I personally like the look where with the high profile, where they're up here, like somewhere up here in the chest. That's what I like. So God willing, my wishes are fulfilled. But I'll be doing the same breast stuff I did for my lift and reduction again with this reduction, lift, and implants this time. That's it. Y'all don't have no more questions? Oh, let's see here. It's a Candy thing said, not sure if you speak on doctors. If so, what's your opinion on Dr. Duran? She's overrated. She burns a lot of people because she's that aggressive. If you can't even get a hold of her before surgery, why would you think after surgery suddenly you'll be able to get a hold of her if something happens to you and you get fucked up? That's logic. For all, not just her, all of these doctors. So let me give you guys a story about, because you guys may not know this, Duran and this lab are besties. I had a client that I had to book last night to have surgery tomorrow, to do her labs today, and this was like 11 o'clock at night. 11 o'clock at night. That went to this lab. Took her $500 from her, let her do half her labs. Her cousins that's been there since Monday still haven't had surgery yet. With this love, because if you guys don't know this about these internet famous doctors, and I could rattle off 10 names right now, you're gonna go down there, book your Airbnb or your recovery house and go to these famous doctors, and guess what? Your ass gonna get your surgery pushed back all kind of 3, 4, 5 days, because guess what they're doing? They are juggling people because they're overbooked. They are overbooked, so they are juggling people and then squeezing you in, and you're going to be one of number 5 and 6 and whatever numbers that they're doing, because it's a money grab. It's a money grab for all of them. All these internet famous doctors, there is no reason why they need to be booking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because yes, those are the numbers. When you go to some of their office, who you think all these people are standing there? It's not new dolls and post-up dolls. These are like you go to Cabral office and you see a line of women that first come first serve waiting for when it's their turn. So a lot of you guys, I guess you think, oh, this will never happen to me. My doctor is her work is so wonderful and beautiful, and she would do me right, and she would this and she would that and she would the other. Really? So guess what? I had to book this girl. I had to wake my team up that time of the night, including one of my doctors, his assistant, my nurse, my driver, because they're at the Airbnb. This girl with her family members that also having surgery, right? To let them know I have this customer that's coming to have surgery, and are you available? Can you accommodate her at 11 o'clock at night? I'm talking about. You see that police? Well, we in Georgia, yep. Georgia police is on the run. So anyway, guys, so that's the kind of craziness that when you guys go to these internet famous doctors that they're doing. So these girls, her cousins, have been down there since Monday. Today is now Thursday, and they still don't have surgery because they keep getting all this runaround rigmarole story from Georgina, Disla's assistant, talking about, oh, we're waiting on your labs, and we have to schedule you to go see the cardiologist and this, that, and the other. All of that is not done. And guess what? This morning, the girl that I booked last night, 11 p.m., this morning, she went to, sorry guys, she went to my doctor, and I've been speaking to her all morning about what has been going on. And sure enough, she went there. My doctor was waiting on her, ready for her. The assistant took her by her hand, because that's the kind of service I'm giving to my people, and walked her to the cardiologist's office to get her EKG done. Took her down to the clinic to get her lab work done, and then to the clinic to get her x-ray done. You know what I'm saying? So you guys go to these internet famous doctors, you think their assistant is taking you anywhere? Like she said that to me. She was like, they're just telling you, go here, go there, go the other. They're not actually getting off their desk and coming with you and walking with you and taking you to this doctor's office to do your EKG like your assistant did. So Duran, Disla, Cabral, Guidicelli, Mercedes, Mora, all these doctors and more and more and more and more and more that are doing 5, 6 girls, really doing 10 girls a day, all this madness. That is what kind of service you're going to get. If you have to go through, to just get a quote, you have to go through hoops, right? And you can't speak to the doctor, and the assistant is not giving you any help, and the assistant is not answering your questions, or is leaving you on read, whatever. Why do you think that after surgery, that when you go down there, that you're going to have easy access to the doctor? I mean, to me, that's common sense. I understand that not everybody's got common sense, but to me, that's common sense. Why would you think that a doctor would suddenly be like, oh, Duran is like, here's my personal number. If you have a problem and it's Sunday afternoon at 7 p.m., please call me. You really think so? Duran drinking her damn tea and soaking in her little hot tub that she be taking her little pictures and posting on her page in her high-rise condo with her, view of the city that she be posting in her condo. You think she got time for you to come to your recovery house Sunday at 7 p.m. to see what's wrong with you? Oh, okay. You all keep thinking that. you all keep thinking that all these internet famous doctors give a flying fuck about what happens to you after they get your $5,000. And guess who is going to be answering you? The assistant. And do you think that these assistants, they're a secretary? Do you think they have any knowledge about post-op? I could say I have knowledge about post-op because I've been through it. I've learned the hard way about certain procedures and certain things, what needs to be done to fix it. But these assistants who are secretaries that's booking your surgery, do you think they have any kind of medical knowledge, medical training? They're a nurse, they went to medical school? No. They are a person off the street like you and I that never went to medical school, and they're basically booking the doctor schedule. That's all they are. So when you're telling them, oh my God, I can't breathe, my heart is racing, whatever, oh, my eyes are turning yellow, you know, my skin is looking yellow, what's happening to me? You think they know? Do you think they know? I know. But do you think they know what that means when you tell them this is how I'm feeling? Some of y'all gonna learn the hard way. Thank you for answering though, Vixen. What doctors do you work with? Yes, it is all on my highlights, my stories, and my feed. You just have to look. Money is what talks, dear. No loyalty unless you know someone. Exactly. And let me tell you, the people that I am working with in the Dominican Republic, I specifically handpick these people individually, not only because of the service that they provide, but they're very professional. They've been doing this a long time. They know the ins and outs, and they also have their own contacts because they've built that relationship in the surgery community. So I know, like last night, when I called my nurse and my doctor and the assistant and the driver, all these people, I literally called them after 11 p.m. at night and was dealing with them. I knew that they were going to answer me because I have that kind of relationship that I have with them. You know what I'm saying? And for us, Caribbean people, the majority of us, our reputation is everything to us. Like, I would never want to hear somebody bad talking my name, especially if they're lying on me. Like, my husband will tell you, that pisses me the hell off. And not just surgery, in general. If you lie on me and you say you did so and so and I know I didn't do it, that makes me, that will get a reaction out of me. Like, that drives me crazy. I see red. Like, I immediately go on the rampage. Like, I hate people lying on me. So when it comes to especially my name and my reputation, I take that very seriously. And that's why the people that I am involved with, I took that very seriously too, because I don't ever want none of my customers to come back and tell me, oh, well, I went to your doctor and this is what happened and I had a bad experience. And I went to your whatever, your masseuse, whatever, or I went to use your driver and this. No. I'm hearing stories about drivers are taking a woman to the pharmacy or whatever, and oh, let me go inside and pay for you, just give me the money. They go inside, they get the medication, they come back out, they give them the medication, and they don't give them the receipt, and they don't give them their money back. That's stealing. That is stealing. You can't help yourself to a tip. The person gotta give you a tip if they want to, if they choose to. You know, that's stealing in my book. So things like that, I never want to hear anybody telling me, oh, your driver did this to me. No. So I take it very serious about who it is I choose to work with. And if you guys don't know, Sigfrido, my driver, he is a medical doctor. He actually is a doctor. His dad is a gynecologist. His mother is a dentist. His brother is a dentist. He comes from a family in the medical field. And I think it's 3 of his other drivers that work for him are also medical doctors, MDs. They are doctors as well. So imagine you are getting driven around, chauffeured around by somebody who is a doctor. So let's say something happens to you in the back seat and you start feeling some kind of way, they could render assistance because they can recognize the symptoms. Not somebody who is just a regular driver that, oh my God, we're stuck in traffic, I'm trying to get you to the hospital, and something happens to you on the way. Because somebody was telling me a story about a couple weeks ago, they went to the DR with, it was 2 friends and a sister. So 2 of the girls were sisters and the other one was a friend. And 3 of them went for surgery. And while they're in the car with the driver getting driven from the clinic back to the recovery house or whatever, one of the girls got really sick and something happened to her and she died in the car. And they still didn't know how to tell the girl's family that she's dead. And they're in the DR still. Like, I would never want to be in a situation like that. So when I tell you that my team is the best of the best, I can say that by putting my head on a block. I could bet my last dollar that these people that I introduce you guys to and send you to, if you book through me, they are not going to have you down there in all kind of crazy ass situations and scenarios like the one I had to deal with last night.
No, you're not going to bet my last dollar.
What do you want to tell the people? You're having surgery. What are you going to tell them? stop pretending. Tell the people. You what are you showing them? Your drawers? What are you telling the people? Tell them something. Teresa, please. Go pay him the mind. Yeah. We stop paying in half an hour, babe. Well, check on Trucker Pack and see if you want me to stop somewhere else. I just chose what was the last truck stop before the 01 on the GPS. I think it was the Pilot. Look at the history. 99.8. Papa, can you just check Trucker's Pack and tell me where you want me to stop so I can put it in the GPS? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Chama says, I'm Dominican and I wouldn't go down on my own. You know your stuff and you deal with ethical people. And you're Dominican, and imagine you saying that. Because, I mean, but that's the Caribbean or third world country mentality everywhere. Is that really and truly it's who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Who you know is going to give you a hookup. You know? Who you know that's going to get some paperwork done for you really quickly. Like this morning with a girl that I booked last night at 11 p.m. Like literally the assistant took her down to the lab and whatever and told the lab people, you know, I have a last minute customer, could you squeeze her in and do her labs for her? And they did. And they did. They did the last minute test that she wanted. So it's who you know, not what you know when you go to the Caribbean in general. Hey, Meek Fuel Melanated Mama. Do you provide all-inclusive surgery planning / centers? Read the comments. You'll see that what they were just talking about. Go to my highlights. You'll see it says packages. You'll see the price for the package, what it includes, and at the very end in the slides, you will see the name of the doctors who I work with, the recovery house, and so forth. And you can then decide if you want to go to one of my doctors. Just WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is in my profile, and we can take it from there. And really and truly, guys, like I said it yesterday and I'll say it again, I really be posting this stuff almost daily, and I'd be like, people probably fed up for seeing this, but I realize that not everybody sees it. Only some people see it. You know, a lot of people don't even check the stories, and I post a lot of that stuff there all the time. You know, so once you look around the feed, you'll also find a lot of information that you may be wondering about. So hotels, no, but the recovery house, the one recovery house I work with. Not all these different recovery houses. If you guys missed the live yesterday, we were talking about Radiance Recovery House and these roaches that are scattering when you turn the light on and all this craziness. Like, you guys really and truly have to do your research in these 1,000,001 Facebook groups. Use the search bar. Use the search bar. Use the search bar. Somebody sent me a post yesterday, and the post is somebody is in one of these Facebook groups, and this is what she said. And I swear it made me laugh so hard. Me and the girl laughed so hard because the girl has also been in the surgery community as long as myself or even longer. She's had surgery before me. And she was like, it doesn't matter how many years you're in the surgery community, these questions remain the same. People do not use the search bar. They just, it's the same bullshit year in and year out. The girl posted and said, my hemo is 9.5 and I'm having surgery in May. Is there a quick way to raise my hemo? And when should I stop smoking weed? We just started laughing. Like, we were dying laughing in our voice notes to each other back and forth. I don't know, guys, if you're saying the sound is bad. It could be the area I'm in. Let me pull out my headset. Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear me better. It might be the area of Georgia I'm in here right now. So guys, there is no quick way to raise your hemo like a magic potion. Hemo takes a couple weeks to build. I have to post another, maybe later on today or tomorrow, where one of my customers, she sent me her hemo results, and she went from a 12 point something or 11 point something to 14 by taking the hemo supplements that I tell you guys all the time to take. It probably was the headsets. I really need to get new headsets. Them damn headsets, I had them so long. And her hemo went up to 14 point something. So her hemo jumped like 3 points almost in like 3 weeks, taking the stuff that I told you guys to take and eating the stuff that I tell you guys to eat. Seriously. Okay, so it's better. Alright, so there is no magic potion for hemo, guys. It does not happen overnight. It has to be at least a couple weeks that you're working on your hemo for to get it, you know, to jump a couple points. Let me see what else you guys are asking. I'm gonna end the live just now anyway. Oh, I didn't ask. Kawaii Curvy Doll said, is it easy to navigate the airport to find your driver? So I don't know about other recovery houses or other drivers when you guys book with them, what they tell you or what they do. But my driver, when I book my clients with my driver, you are given the driver's name, his picture, his phone number, so you guys are always in contact when you land in the DR, and he will tell you, okay, I'm coming, or if I'm not coming, my employee Eduardo is coming, this is what he's wearing today. So when you get out there in the airport and you walk through the airport, when you get to the food court area, that's typically, hey Miss French, typically you will meet your driver in the food court area. So he will know what you're wearing, because you need to send your driver a picture of what you're flying in, what you're wearing that day, so they can recognize you as well, you know. So that's how we do it, to make sure that our people don't lose each other and they know exactly who it is that they're going to be meeting. So you need to ask your recovery house or your driver all of that information so that you're better prepared when you get there. Because true story, one of my clients went down there in October. No? Well, cancel it and tell me when to stop. Went down there in October. It was a Saturday she flew in. So she's in the food court area waiting on the driver. It was not my driver, Sigfrido. She had her own driver. While she's there waiting in the food court area for her driver to come get her, some man, she said the man had one eye, some little short little fat man, he came up to her and was telling her, Mommy, come with me. Your driver sent me to pick you up. And she started messaging me. And I said, what? She said, yeah, he's telling me my driver sent him to pick me up to come with him. And I'm like, no. Do not go with anybody just like that. You need to call your driver and ask him where he is. And did he send somebody for you? And he needs to verify who it is and so forth. You know this man, that was a lie. Her driver came and got her. There was no man he sent to pick her up. So I'm wondering if this girl went with this man and just believed the man and went with him, right? What was he gonna do to her? Rob her? Rob her, take her money and throw her out of the car? Rape her? Kill her? Like what? What was he gonna do? So you guys, as single women traveling, especially if you're going by yourself, you need to be very aware of your circumstance, of your surroundings, I'm sorry. And be very aware of who and what you're saying, what to who, and who you're in contact with. Which is why what I just explained to you guys about the whole phone number, picture, and so forth. That is something that I do because that is the first rule of safety. Traveling as a single woman, you just can't trust anybody and go with anybody. And I'm a planner. I plan everything. I plan my vacation. I plan my daily activities when I'm on vacation. I plan everything. Like I want to know exactly what's happening, how it's gonna play out, how it's happening, when, why, where, who. I want to know all the W's. So I also instill that on my clients. I want you to be fully informed before you get down there, so you know exactly who you're meeting, where you're going, what's gonna look like, what. Everything is given to you, where if you still have doubts and you're unsure, send me a question so I can, you know, answer whatever fears or doubts or whatever, you know, that you may have in your mind, you know. Somebody said, "Hey, Miss Cruz, my driver had a sign with my name on it." I know Butterfly used to do that with Dear Driver Robinson. He used to have a sign with butterflies on it that says your name. I don't know if they still do it or if he still does it, honestly, but I know they used to do the sign. Yes, send your driver your photo. Mine also sent us a photo of him the day that you guys are flying, so you guys know exactly what each other is wearing, what you look like. Because that mask, of course, you can't tell who the hell is who under there, right? I wasn't aware of all your services. Great info and resources. Thank you. You are welcome. Hey, Morgan. Damn right, that's the way to plan to do your vacation. Exactly. I'm like type A personality, if you guys haven't realized that. Like, I don't like surprises. Like, I do not do last minute shit. I really have to plan.
Surprise.
Pull over. Where are we stopping? Okay, well, let me pull over on a ramp. I mean, this is wide, but...
Yeah, it's wide enough. That's what I said.
I don't know what river this is here. Alright, guys, bear with me a second. So, hubby is going to take over and you guys will have my undivided attention, and we can talk some more about maybe couples surgery. We can probably talk about couples surgery and... Couple surgery like me and you having surgery together, boy. So there's a lot of people, I'm sure, that's curious about getting surgery, having their husband do or boyfriend or whatever do surgery as well.
They want
You don't want to give them your opinion?
They want my opinion.
He wants to know if you all want his opinion.
They want my opinion. Type in one.
Type in the number 1.
Like y'all talking, right?
Look at my spoiled baby. Look at her. Ow, Papa, that's my butt. Lola, say hi. Say
All right,
hi.
let me look at this real quick.
That's my little rough and spoiled child.
Sit right over there.
Yeah. All right, so
What are you doing that so I can find a spot for you so we can figure out where to go?
where you wanna spend the night?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking at that and I was looking at
Let's see, somebody said 1. See, look.
They did?
Yes, so they do want to know your opinion about
Oh.
surgery for men.
Alright, ask away, man. I'll shoot. I'll tell y'all.
All right, so I'm gonna put him on the phone and on the live, so you all can ask him your questions. I'll read it and then he'll answer it.
Alright.
See, look, more than one person said 1. Look.
They did?
Yes.
They want my opinion?
Yes. Give them your opinion.
Hi, everybody. Wow. Okay, alright.
So tell them your opinion of you having surgery, how it was.
Alright, my opinion about having surgery, to be honest with you, I wasn't planning on having it. On the first one, I drive trucks as everybody can see. I drive for a living. And for me, it got to a point where I was working out on a regular basis and I couldn't lose, that tire belly that a lot of drivers or a lot of guys that would have. And it was hard to lose it. It was just like I'm working out twice as hard. And I finally started working. And when we went to, actually she was supposed to go with her friend, her best friend. I don't know how I got in the melee, to be brutally honest. I don't. I still don't. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I don't know how the hell I wind up going down there too. Anyway, long story short, I went down there as well because all I know is I was hustling to help her, to go with her best friend. I wasn't planning on going, and I hustled and got her going. You getting it too? I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. And then I sat back like this. I thought it was a joke at first, and then when I saw the tickets got booked, then I was like, oh, she's serious. And then next thing you know, we got to go ahead and go, do surgery. When we did the surgery, the first one, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like, as a man, you be like, nah, I don't want to do the type of thing. But when you turn around and you did it, and I'm looking at my flat self, I can see my boys. When you look down and you can see your boys, you haven't seen your boys in a while. You be like, hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing? It was a good thing, man. So I can say it was good on that end. And not just that too, clothes, putting on a t-shirt. If you don't know how nice that looks when you put on a t-shirt and you don't have that belly out there like that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, it looks nice, man. I mean,
so tell them, like, preparing for the day of surgery, how the experience was as a man the day of surgery. What did you do? What did you experience? How it felt?
As a man, I'm normal. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not one of those people like get nervous and this, that, and the other. You're gonna go ahead and do it. You say you're gonna do it. Okay, let's go do it. That was it. I mean, for me. But when we went, actually, funny thing is, I was bonding with her with her best friend, and we was like sitting there talking and all that. I don't know what happened, but we started crying. I was like, "What the hell? We cried."
This is while I was in surgery. I went first. He went second. And while I'm in surgery, they're like, all, I guess, weepy-eyed, whatever, thinking about, oh my God, what if she doesn't come back out of surgery? So they were crying. But I want him to tell you guys, as a man, like what he felt. Was it painful? Were you sleepy? Like things like that. Like talk about the day of surgery itself, from when they came and got you. You got the blue pill. You went into surgery. Like talk about that. What you experienced. What you remember.
Yeah, I was out like a light.
So narrate to them when they came in and they give you the blue pill.
They came in, gave me the blue pill. Actually, when they came in, they gave Roberta the blue pill first. I got some little blooper somewhere on my phone. She was talking all type of...
Don't talk about me. Talk about... Look, Corey's watching too.
Corey?
Yes, that's my client.
Okay.
He wants to know as well, as a man, from a man's perspective, narrate how the day went. Like when I went to surgery and then they came and they called you, what did you experience?
What I experienced, when they gave me the pill, Dr. Lauren came in and started marking me up as to what he's going to go ahead and do and stuff like that. Then sat me in. We went up to the was it 5th floor or something like that?
The 3rd floor.
Yeah. It went to one
for the operating room.
To the operating room. Got in, talked to them for a little bit, and then I was out.
So while you were getting wheeled into the operating room, you were still awake.
Yeah, I was still up, yeah.
And then when you got into the operating room, you were talking to the employees?
Yeah, I said hello to everybody. I was joking with everybody and all that.
And then when did they give you the IV?
I was out. I was out by then.
Okay.
All I know is I went in, I was like, hey, ¿cómo estás, man? Hey, how everybody doing? ¿Qué lo que? Next thing you know, that was the last thing I remember.
So you said hi to the operating room staff and then you fell asleep?
Yeah, I laid down and that was it. I was gone.
Did you wake up at any time during surgery?
No, actually I came, but you guys saw me when I wheeled back, because when I came back,
did you wake up during surgery at any time?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
First one I did. Second one I did.
Okay, so your second round you woke up during surgery.
Right.
Okay, and then when you finally woke up, you were in the overnight room?
No, when I finally woke up, I heard y'all was talking and all this and that, and all I know is the lady came with something and stuck it in the IV, and I was like, it hurts. It hurts. And I went back and laid down again. So I don't know.
So let me tell you guys what he's talking about. So
it hurts.
This is his round 1. I had my tummy tuck and he had 360 lipo. And I was awake because I had surgery first, he had surgery second. So when he came back from his surgery, I was in the overnight room already and I was awake. And the nurse, like he said, she came and I don't know if she took his blood or what she did, because they test your hemo, before you get released. And he was like a big baby, like between sleep and wake. He was like, ow! And my nurse, Elaine, my best friend Rhea, she's a nurse as well, and she came with us, to accompany us for surgery. We were all laughing at him. Even though I was in pain, we were laughing because we were like trying to talk to him, but he insisted that he wanted to keep sleeping. He did not want to wake up. He did not want to like chat, whatever. And he was just in and out all night. I mean, I slept in and out as well all night, but for the entire night, he just wanted to sleep. He didn't want to talk. He didn't want to like fully wake up and chit chat with us.
You know why? That's the truck driver in me, because I hustle hard. at the end of the day, when I admire a couple of things which a lot of people don't. I admire getting some good sleep. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? I might give me. Of course, I'm not gonna talk about my drink, but I love a drink every now and then. I love a party every now and then. But when I get a chance to chill out, I chill out. You know, because I put in the work, man. But at the end of the day, some people were like, why she did the surgery. Was it for me? Listen, when I met her, you know what I'm saying, I dealt with her for her. I didn't sit back and I was like trying to get this, you know, curvaceous thing or whatever the deal is. That didn't bother me, man. What it was that what I saw in her, she didn't see in herself and stuff like that. Right now, even to this day, she still don't see what I see, which is interesting. And she probably say the same thing about me. But I try to push her. Sometimes she don't like it, but I try to push her to push herself and stuff like that, so she can go ahead and get where she gotta go, do what she gotta do. But this surgery that she's been doing is an eye opener for her, because when she started her platform, there was nobody there that was giving information, proper information, valuable information. There was nobody doing that. So she would ask people about, you know, this, that, and the other, and they were like, oh yeah, I'll get back to you. Nobody get back to you. Imagine you're trying to do something and people have information and people are giving information. They could give information and they're not. And you're reaching out to them, you know what I'm saying, because they're vets or whatever in the game, and they're not giving you the information and stuff like that. That's how her platform started. And she started doing research after research after research. Even when we first started, it was research after research after research. She stayed on research. There were times you were sitting there driving. She'll pull over, because sometimes we don't get proper internet. You know, it's being on the road. This is something a lot of people don't realize too. It's not that easy. Sometimes we'll be in truck and everybody be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. But some places you go to, you get a dead zone. It just happens, you know. But doing her research, doing more research, and she started putting this is all her personal stuff that she's putting out there. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Then, you know, she was like, she felt she had a calling, like you know, this is something she wanted to help people with. And I was like, if that's what you feel you want to do, go ahead and do it. You know, I have nothing on this. All I just did was I just push her. That's it. I just like, well, look at it like this. I'm the second head in her situation, where if she wants to hear something from me, she'll throw something up in the air and be like, what do you think about this? And then I would sit back and look at it, and I'll give like 8 or 9 different scenarios. I'd give it from the worst all the way to the best, and even, you know, to the fantasize what could be a possibility.
So let's talk about your surgery. Hold on.
Did I say that?
So I'm gonna tell him to tell you guys, Corey, if you're still listening.
Corey. Hey Corey, you'll be fine, man.
His post-op complication he had, and what happened, and how it felt.
Oh yeah, I did get a lipo burn, and it
no,
hurt
not
like
just the lipo burn.
What?
The fluid in the groin.
Oh, you talking about them and my boys? I wasn't gonna talk about that, but
maybe people need to know the truth.
Yo.
He don't want to talk about it.
Nah.
I'll tell you. Let me tell them about it.
Yeah, tell them how my boys went from like cherries to big old grapefruit, man. What the hell?
All right. So when he had his first round,
oh my gosh.
What do you call it? His first round of 360 lipo, and then, well, he had 2 rounds of 360 lipo, and this round will also be another round of 360 lipo and some fibrosis correction that was not done for his round 2, because it occurred after round 1. If you guys don't know, if you are keloid prone, and my husband is, you get fibrosis easier because all of that is scar tissue. So what happened to him for round 1 is, when he had the 360 lipo, he had his super tight faja on. You know, John was doing the massages, having him in the faja, doing like the towel method when it comes to compression with the faja. But I think the problem is, I think this is what happened maybe, that the faja was cutting into the inside of your legs, right? You think that's what caused the problem?
Yeah, that thing was tight.
By your groin, right?
It was tight.
So the faja that John had him in the groin area, like, you know, in that part of your leg where your lymph nodes are, for men it's up where your balls are, right? That area, the faja was really tight on the leg there, and I think that was cutting off his lymph nodes being able to like absorb that fluid and help flush it out. So he started getting, and this was like maybe 5 days after surgery, right?
Nah, this was like, it's 2 or 3 days after.
Okay, he's saying like 2-3 days after surgery, because I remember it was a Sunday and we had surgery on Tuesday.
Something like that. It started
and got discharged on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, so okay, so we had surgery on Tuesday, got discharged on Wednesday, and Sunday is when I had to call Dr. Lauren to come to our Airbnb to look at my husband. So something along the lines of this faja cutting off that not circulation, but being so tight in the groin area, on the leg area, it caused his testicles to like a lot of fluid to like just collect in the testicles, and literally his testicles grew, you know, I don't know, from being this big to like this big.
No, exactly.
Bigger?
Like this big. Big as my hand, man.
I don't know if it was that big.
Yes, it was.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
it was huge. Because a lot of fluid accumulated literally in the testicles.
Your bestie saw it and she was like, oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She saw it,
So my
yeah.
best friend is a registered nurse. So he showed it to her and he said she was like, oh my God.
She saw
So
it.
I called Dr. Lauren that Sunday like at 5 p.m. I was like, Dr. Lauren, and it's very painful. It was very, very painful for him. He could barely walk because, you know, the
rubbing,
yeah, the skin rubbing was painful. So Dr. Lauren told me he's gonna come over because he actually lived like literally around the corner from where our first Airbnb was. So I think it was like after 7 he came over, and he came with a cardiologist, a friend of his, and he called like his friend who's a urologist, and she was like on WhatsApp with him, and they looked at him, whatever, and then the next day we went to the urologist's office, and literally the lady had to manually with her hand, and I know Corey, you're gonna die when you hear this, manually with her hand squeeze the fluid out from the testicle sac. My husband was in there screaming so loud, like I can't even imagine how much pain he was in. So she had to
I don't want to relive that shit. That shit hurt.
she had to manually, you know,
my balls.
squeeze that fluid out of his testicles.
Just thinking.
So that was the only post-op complication that he had. It was horrible. I mean, a lot of the fluid got absorbed, went down. She gave him like a strap to use, like for the testicles itself, like a kind of I don't know. It almost looked like a little chin strap, but it was like some kind of little.
Y'all were making fun about that too.
We were laughing at him, even though it wasn't a laughing matter. We were laughing.
Y'all laughing about the chin strap.
It was like a little strap to put your balls in. Babe.
Laughing at a chin strap ball.
Now he's making me laugh about it again. But
Hey, I couldn't. They couldn't. Hey, listen, I couldn't make this up. They were sitting there and they're laughing. Is your balls hanging good? Hanging good? Are they all right? And they were just laughing.
it was like a little some kind of strap that they gave she gave him to wear. And then of course you got like a different faja, right? Yeah, you did get a different faja after that. So we got a different faja for him after that.
Actually, what it was I was wearing some women fajas. That's what it was. There was a women faja that they altered so that it could work until we got to the States. When we got to the States, I went and got a male faja that actually was much better and stuff like that, which is the one that she always talk about. But when we got that one, it was much better. Had the lady did it up and everything, which was real nice, and it was firm and tight. After about 2 months, after about 2 months, I was okay. I mean, I couldn't do a whole lot of moving around. I was moving around anyway.
Yeah.
You know, that was one thing about doing the 360 lipo was I was just from day one when we got off, I was literally moving around. The only thing I did was I wore a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt because really and truly you don't want to wear jeans that are tight or have something that you have a belt on or something like that, because that can leave a mark. So I just wear something comfortable. But the days that we were there and when I got on the road, it was the same thing. I wore stuff that was comfortable on the road while I was on the road as well. And when I did that, I pretty much stayed comfortable until 2 months later. That was it, right? Yeah, 2 months later, stay comfortable.
So there are similarities, you know, with plastic surgery for men and women in the sense of, you know, wearing the faja, getting that fluid out of you, getting that compression on. And yes, there are the male faja. There is on my Amazon store. It's there as well. So you guys, if you have your husband, boyfriend, cousin, whatever, that's interested in having surgery and they're a man, they have the faja that they can buy in advance. And then of course, you know, when you go down there, you get altered, you know, for your new shape. But it's the same technique where you're buying the faja to fit your legs, your thighs, your butt, and then the torso will get altered when you go down for surgery.
Sorry.
Yeah. So let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments so I could answer some of you guys' questions.
I gotta figure this out.
So somebody's asking the blue pill. The blue pill is, Morgan, what is given to you by most doctors so you fall asleep. It's a sedative. And then when you fall asleep, then they insert the IV, the catheter, and the epidural for your surgery. So you're asleep, you don't feel anything. No. Because of course if you're awake and they're trying to insert a catheter, you're gonna freak the hell out and go crazy, right?
Not just that, when they pull it out, it actually when they
pull the catheter out, you don't feel like nothing to me. It's like a little slight burning.
They call you. Remember they was knocking on the door and I was trying to use the bathroom and I didn't make it. And it was like, don't open the door yet. And I was like, it's too late.
Why, you were peeing?
No, I was naked. I was trying to go to the bathroom, and everybody, the women was coming. I was like, hey, don't open the door yet. No. All
right. So somebody said the procedures that he do for round 1 and 2, he did 360 lipo. Did he wake up during surgery? He said round 1 he didn't, but round 2 he did.
Yeah, round 2 I did.
Y'all gonna make me forfeit my deposit and go through you. I have people right now, Meat Fuel Mama, that's in the comments that are my customers, and you can tell them, you can ask them, they can, hold on baby, they can vouch and tell you what kind of service it is that I provide. I'm a researcher too, but this surgery world can be a lot and people don't want to provide info. Communication is lacking with many others.
Yeah.
That was what he just said earlier. Which is how this platform even was born.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When this platform came across, right, and I saw how a lot of people, women, sorry,
there's a Waffle House here.
Nah, it's not. Women and how mean women can be. First thing I'm gonna tell you, man, is this. This is her personal journey. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. When she sat back and decided to put her journey out there, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. This was just to empower women and stuff like that. That's why when you look at Surgery Bay, you see her logo, it says empowering women and stuff like that. This is her thing. You know what I'm saying? And then she took the time out to do everything. You know what I'm saying? She thought about it, she thought it through. You should see some of the comments she gets, man. Some of the comments she don't even tell me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Because sometimes when she's a human being like everybody else. Every now and then a comment will get to her and be like, and I have to sit back and I have to check her for a little bit because she's normal. Because some people will come with some hating comments, man, and be like, what are you guys are thinking, man? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. The information people are giving you guys. I noticed something. You can give out as good information out there, probably the best information out there, right? People will see it. People won't comment, won't tell you it's good, won't tell you it's nothing until it's something that's going to happen to them. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? The comment, they until the last minute, you notice people like, oh, I paid attention to your Surgery Bay, but I finally, something happened and I just had to reach out to you. But why you wait out to reach out? If pick like you said, pick sense from nonsense. If you take the time out and do that, I can guarantee you can see what's going on.
Let me see what else you guys are saying in the comments. Corey said I wasted money on deposit, but she's giving quality. Thank you, Corey.
And it's not another thing too. With her journey, when her journey started, it was not to try to make money. You know what I'm saying, from people. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. A lot of people think like, oh, she's trying to make a killing and all this and that. We still driving trucks. I mean, if there was a way that it could be permanently something like that, that would be different. But it was not. The intent was not to make money. The intent was to give knowledge. And what happened was, some people would take the knowledge, and you know what I'm saying, they'll sit back. The same people that make fun of her, you know what I'm saying, trolling, giving knowledge. So she had to do certain things to show you that this is her stuff, this is her content. And you know, hold on, I'm trying to back up here.
So
1 second.
basically, a lot of things I took off my page because I was realizing that I'm giving all this helpful information, and these women are using it to their advantage, you know, using the content, and then talking bad about me all over the place on the internet like all crazy. So I'm like, why am I helping the trolls? No, you're not gonna get my help anymore. Like, you're gonna have to pay for my help now if you really want it, because I'm not.
Actually, when you started paying for your help, your help was because of what you started reaching out to people. Started reaching out to you at all type of odd hours, and stuff like that. You really wasn't trying to sit back and literally not trying to make no money off of people, trying to help them out.
So Morgan says it's a lot about trial and error, but having someone like her can definitely help. Thank you, Morgan.
It is. And then, like I said, even for me,
babe, I'm reading the comments. Hold on.
Sorry. You see what I got to deal with? An A-type personality.
Morgan said, I can't picture a man in a faja. Do they have a specific type for men? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
And how long is the surgery for tummy tuck, BBL, and lipo? So, Corey, typically, tummy tuck, lipo, BBL is a 4-hour surgery. But your surgeon you're going to, this morning I was talking to him, and we were, you know, like chit-chatting, and it was so funny. I started laughing because we were actually talking about Disla, and he was like, nope, I don't use other people to help me in my surgery. I do everything with my hands myself. I mean, of course there is staff in the room that has to help the doctor, but he's talking about doing the entire surgery, you know, everything himself. And I said, that is what I love about you, because I know it's your hands touching the person, doing everything, and you know, we love your skill. And he said, how you know that? And I was like, what do you mean how I know that? I said, I asked about you. I asked people about you, and everybody I asked about you, my local people, they were like, they only had good things to say about you. And then he was like laughing, ha ha ha, whatever. But like he told me, when he's doing your surgery, the typical surgery is 4 hours for tummy tuck, lipo, BBL. But if it runs a little longer, like another hour, whatever, it's because he is taking his time and doing whatever it is that he has to do to ensure that you get the best results that he can deliver. Are you two team drivers? Yep. We drive. When I'm sleeping, he's driving. When I'm driving, he's sleeping.
Yeah. It stopped?
Oh!
It got off? It stopped?
No, it's back on.
Oh, sorry people. Yeah, I have to make an appointment to
what?
I have to make an appointment with this woman here, man.
To what? Stop showing the messy truck to people.
What messy truck am I showing? Oh, that mess right there? Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Hey, don't touch my bald head, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Tell the people bye so I can continue my life.
Oh, so... No, hey, you know what? I took over the live. This is my live now. This is surgery. I don't even have a name.
Mr. Surgery, babe.
Mr. Surgery. Mr. Surgery.
Give me my damn phone back.
Hell
Say
no.
bye.
No.
Say bye.
Say
bye. Give me my phone.
Check this out, man. Hey.
I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and then people are gonna be like, "What the hell is he doing?"
You serious? No, bye. Let me get it.
I am gonna post it on my YouTube.
I'll be back. Let me go check in.
Somebody here saying Dr. Duran is one of the best. You are sadly mistaken, honey, but keep believing that. But don't be telling that lie to people.
Hey.
Chama says you're a boss woman.
Listen, say this like this. Look, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. But y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe. I'm gonna tell y'all like that. I'm not gonna sit back and tell anybody not to have their own opinion. Have your own opinion, which is great. But I'm gonna tell you this much: do your research. Okay? When I mean research, I'm not saying just go look at one or two things and then make your conclusion from that. Do your research. I mean, go in, talk. If you can't talk to people, watch what people say, watch what they post. Do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you sit back, you come back, and you pick your nonsense from the nonsense, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll be back. And I'm out!
Here, put Lola there in the grass.
Nah, I gotta go. You put it.
Oh, Lord.
Hold
Come
up.
on, Lola.
I'm gonna go,
what?
Hey, you gonna pay the park or something.
Oh, you're staying here?
Yeah, because it's closer here to stay here than to go over there.
Okay, put her right there. I'm coming.
No.
Okay. You guys... Okay. Lola, we're gonna go. Give me a second. Pretty Tall is saying, which doctor is that? Ball Brothers United. We're talking about the doctor I'm gonna go to, but I'm not telling you all who it is. Sister Tammy says, I'm going with you because I got so stressed during this journey and I needed a shoulder to rest on. You are all that. I will be sending you my deposit on Monday. Aww. What doctor do you recommend for good tummy tuck and boob lift? Go look at my doctors. Go look at my doctors. That's all I can tell you. Go look at them and you decide. I feel like all my doctors do a wonderful job depending on your foundation. And that's the biggest thing. Like, for example, Dr. Lopez, I feel like he works better on slim women. Dr. Garrido, Dr. Rami, I think they work good on small, medium, and large. Dr. Ramirez, he gives a natural snatch. So you're going to be curvy, you're going to have a smaller waist, you're going to have a nice butt, but you're not going to be like crazy vixen looking like a plastic Barbie. So I feel like all my doctors, depending on your foundation, can do a really good job depending on what it is, you know, that you are giving them. You know. Was it hard going back in the truck after surgery? After my tummy tuck, I was very low on energy, I would say, until like week 6 post-op. But I didn't come back to work until like week 5 post-op from the tummy tuck. And even then, I couldn't even drive a full 11. Like, I was sleeping a lot, like a pregnant lady. So until about week 6, I would say, is when my energy came back and I was able to drive like 8 hours straight, you know, without stopping. Meat Fuel said, do doctors do tummy tuck, BBL, breast lift in one round in the DR? Some. 2 of my doctors do. So that's a mommy makeover, which is tummy tuck, lipo, BBL, and breast lift reduction or lift and implants. Come on. Say hi to the people. Where are you? Say hi. Say hi. Spoiled. 2 of my doctors will, which is, come, let's go pee-pee. Come on. Which is Dr. Garrido and Dr. Rami. You have to be a BMI of 32 or less, and your hemo needs to be 13 plus. The hemo is not an issue because that's something we definitely can work on. Like all my clients, I make sure and let them know we need to work on this. Come on, Lola. Come on. And then what they need to take. So far, everybody that I have that has gone into surgery, everybody's been like 13 plus, 14 plus. Some of them are here in the comments. They can tell you that also for themselves. So that's one thing that I make sure with my people, that you have enough time before surgery to build your hemo, because that's super important. So yes, the mommy makeover, these 2 doctors will do it, and that's the requirements for you to get approved for it. Curry said they all come to you when shit hits the fan though. And when I say it, people think I'm arrogant. People really think I'm arrogant when I say it, but it's true. They make all kind of like fake profiles and then message me, oh my god, surgery, this happened to me. Even the girl I booked last night, she has been following me for a while, and I had to even tell her, I'm like, I can't believe you. Like, literally, I dropped everything I was doing to get my people on the phone at that time of the night to help her. And I'm like, you've been following me for so damn long. how are you down here in this situation with these family members that all of y'all having surgery and all this crazy shit be happening? Like, you should know better because you've been following me for a long time and we've talked in DMs more than once. So she was like, yeah, don't Caribbean people. She's like, yeah, don't buff me up, don't beat my ass. I know I did wrong. But I got it together for her when she's having surgery in the morning. Everything went as planned, like I told her. You know, send my number to your husband. I'll talk to him. You know, because he was like, just, you know, call that a loss, all that money that she would have lost, and just come home. And I'm like, no, we can do this. You know, just listen to what I'm telling you. This is the plan. This is how it's gonna go.
Get my clipboard.
Let me come around.
Where's my clipboard?
Hold
on. These people ain't that nice.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they were nice last time.
My hemo is there too. So good. So you are ready. Will you be posting your live on YouTube? Apparently I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna post on the live. When we're done, I'm gonna save it and see if I don't know how long this live. This is a long ass live. And see if my phone will accept it, and then here, don't lose this.
No, I'll put it here because I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay. And then put it up on YouTube so you guys can, you know, look at parts of it and whatever, because it's probably gonna be a couple hours. My BMI is 28, and last I checked my hemo was 13. I think I'll have to check. This gives me hope. Thank you. You are welcome. And 28 is a beautiful BMI to see really good results when you do surgery. Belinda said, don't beat my ass. Caribbean people know about that ass whooping. She already knew I was gonna buff her. Like what are you doing? So
yeah, buffer. Is that the one?
No, I'm talking about her. Don't say her name.
No.
I was talking about how she been following me a while and she still went and did her own foolishness and then had needed bailing out.
Shame on you. Where's the finger? That's the finger like that? Shame on. Listen, seriously, no, women, listen. You guys, man, you guys are beautiful, man. Pick nonsense from nonsense and do your research and listen to people that are helping you out. There's a lot of people out here I noticed, like I said, they just like bashing people, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. This journey was, I'll put it to you like this. The way this surgery journey is going, some people can get things done in one round. You know what I'm saying? Others are going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. The thing is, at the end of the day, you guys are bettering yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Take that. You know what I'm saying? If you have people that are literally sitting there talking bad about you, behind you, or, you know, they trying to discourage you and stuff like that, and this is something that you want to go ahead and do, you know what I'm saying? Stop talking to them about what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Stop telling people your dreams. You know, you feel me?
Not everybody's your friend
when it comes down to stuff like this. Seriously, stop telling people your stuff, man. Do your research and stay away from toxic people. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't realize that they're toxic because, like I said, they like to do things, and it's like, I go by the simple rule. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. Basic. This thing works, okay? I shit you not. There's a lot of things that people done to me, and I sit back and I be like, you know, I should, but I don't. And I be pull back, and guess what? I'll turn around months later or a few days later, whatever, something back happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Stop talking about other people, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Worry about your own situation. You know? Everybody's in this thing to win. Everybody's in this thing to win if you think about it. But they don't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Don't tell people your dreams, man. They'll try to shoot it down. And if you find somebody that listens to your dream and they motivate you and push you, that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Go from there. And if you don't have nobody around your corner, hit up Surgery Base. She'll help you out. That's the best thing I can tell you.
All right, guys. So
come on, my dress.
Let me see what else you guys are saying. Chama says, what do we do with our phones during surgery? Good question. So my advice when you're going for surgery and you're going to be given your overnight room, like Chama, you're going to be in Cipla. So in the room, it has a mini refrigerator and they have like a little cupboard. But this is also why it's very important to have an overnight nurse with you. Even though she's Dominican, she speaks Spanish, you want to have an overnight nurse with you, because that's going to be the person that's going to be your liaison between you and the staff at the clinic itself. Because the staff at the clinic, and I'm going to talk about Sipalaca, that's where I've had my surgery. On the 4th floor is where your overnight room is. And the nurses have like their little station, their little desk that they sit at. When you come up on the floor, you're going to see like a little sitting area. Before COVID, that's where usually like you would stay, and your visitors would stay there and wait for you. And you're assigned your overnight room before surgery. So that's where you're going to put your bag. Me personally, this is what I did. Round 1, I just took my overnight supplies. Did not take anything else, like a snack or whatever. Well, I learned my lesson. Round 2, because we have a mini fridge, we took
all type of snacks.
What?
All type of snacks. She came prepared for the second one, I tell you that much.
Because in Cipla, they give you, after surgery, you get a little box of juice. It was like a pear juice, and that's the same one I saw they were selling in the cafeteria. 1 bottle of water, and that's what, like a 16 or 20 ounce bottle of water. A little thing of a cup of ginger tea, and a little thing of like what they call, I don't want to say chicken noodle soup, but it's a soup with like a little bit of the itty bitty bits of the noodles that you get like in chicken noodle soup. That's it. So I was hungry. I was hungry and starving. And then remember, you didn't eat from the day before. You know, remember the night before is the last time you ate. And you're very, very, very thirsty. That 1 bottle of water and juice was not enough for me. So, and then it's nighttime, so the cafeteria is not open for you to get anything, you know. So round 2, your girl packed up stuff. Besides my overnight bag with my supplies and everything, I took water, juice. I think hubby was drinking, maybe you had lemonade, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So there is a supermarket called Bravo in the DR, and I like it because it's a little more upscale. So they have like an entire section that they do fresh pressed juices, a whole bunch of different varieties. So what that's where sometimes I go and I buy my groceries when I go to the DR. So I got passion fruit, because that's my favorite. He got the lemonade. I think we took coconut water as well.
Yeah, we did.
Water, and then we took some crackers, cheese.
Yeah.
Was it turkey and ham? Both, right? Turkey, because I don't like turkey and you don't like ham.
Yeah.
So I think we took turkey and ham.
I don't like ham. It's just
The deli meat I'm talking about. Some strawberries and some grapes. Between 2 of us and Elaine, my nurse, the next morning everything was done. Maybe some juice was left back.
Oh, Rhea, I ain't forget. You took my blanket.
Rhea is not there for round 2, babe.
Yeah, but she gonna see it on the live. I want to make sure.
Stop. That's my best friend he's talking about.
I want my blanket.
Every time we go for surgery, I buy these nice fleece blankets to take
Yeah.
in the room overnight because you're cold. And every time we go, people take it from us.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened to the other one too, but
Baby, give me my life back. Oh, I should have never.
No, because it's me now. It's all about me. Stop! Stop!
I should never invited him in the live. You see, he's like trying to bootleg it.
Nah, but for real though, y'all guys seriously do your research. Real talk. Do for the men, if y'all guys are thinking about doing it, I highly encourage it if you're gonna do it. I mean, but at the same time too, this was also get your mindset right. If you're gonna do this, know that you're gonna like put it down as if like, you know what I'm saying, it's a change. You know, that's the best way I can look at it. It's a change, and it's a positive change, but it's a good one. Because when you sit back and you start realizing that, you know, you're dressing nicer, you're looking better, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, you feel better, you know what I'm saying, then do better. You know, it's just that simple. I think somebody said something.
That's all right. I got a bunch of WhatsApp messages I gotta go answer when we're done here.
All right.
So Chama, so the thing with the phone in the overnight room, so you're gonna have a little closet. So this is my suggestion. Besides your supplies and your little snacks, the overnight nurse is gonna be there with you before you go into surgery. So that's who you're gonna be leaving your phone, your iPad, your overnight bag, your little, whether it's a book bag, rolling suitcase, whatever you wanna bring your stuff in, excuse me, with her. And I would say honestly, bring about $300 with you, because what if you need to get a blood transfusion? It's usually $300, right? Because this person is who you are entrusting your stuff with, so that you know when you come back from surgery, my phone, which is locked, my iPad, my purse, which is, you know, you don't even need to really bring your purse, to be honest, because I would not bring, you know, like purse with passport and driver's license, whatever. Remember, when you do your paperwork, the doctor already got a photocopy of your passport.
Yeah.
So you don't need to bring any kind of ID with you. Really and truly would be your phone, your money in case you need a blood transfusion, your supplies, your boppy pillow, that's it. And your nurse, when you come back, she should be telling you, okay, you need your phone, here it is, you know, because you're entrusting her with that. At Butterfly Recovery House, everybody has their own safe, like the ones at the hotel with the little, you know, punch pad, whatever, to lock it. So you can lock your passport, your money, your pain meds, whatever you want to lock in there without, you know, worry of somebody is stealing it. Or I always tell people, get the TSA locks. They sell them at Walmart for like $5, $6, or you can get it on Amazon cheap. I have it on my Amazon supply store list too, the general supplies. Get them and lock your suitcase, and then that key, you know, you'll have it in your stuff when you go for your overnight. So you know that nobody is going into your suitcase to get anything out of there because it's locked. What doctor is best for weight loss patients? So Dr. Garrido and Dr. Rami both do reconstructive surgery. That's my doctors. Other doctors that you may be interested in, you would have to do your research on them. But my two doctors that do, like I just posted on the feed, the lady with the big arms, because I had to turn off comments because people were getting so disgustingly nasty in the comments. But she had a lot of, if you look at the post, you'll see she had like a lot of back skin, loose skin and stuff that she had to get removed. So that's Dr. Rami's patient. Dr. Garrido also is a reconstructive surgeon, so he's pretty good with when you are a weight loss patient and you have to get a lot of skin removed and stuff. He's good at that. So you can go take a look at 2 of their pages, and you know, if you want to book with them, you know, contact me, WhatsApp me. To let our family know we're okay, can the overnight nurse do that for us? Definitely. So the same way I told my last minute client to send me her husband's phone number, it's the same thing. You can have your family members WhatsApp me, and I would be in contact with the nurse as well and the assistant for your surgery to find out how's everything going. Is she out of surgery? When is she going into surgery? Let me know. And I could also let your family members know. But yes, for people who are not going through me, you can ask your overnight nurse, you know, here is my husband's or whoever phone number. Please WhatsApp them and let them know what's going on. So that way at least they have, you know, that kind of peace of mind. Belinda said, as soon as you say something, people come with all kind of reasons and opinions telling you, you know, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, stop. Like I told you before, stop telling people your dreams. Stop telling people what you're trying to do. Stop telling people what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside, move in silence. Sometimes moving like a ninja is a good thing. Believe you and me.
There's room for us all to win, but lack mentality will have the haters. Yep.
Yeah, and here's another thing you guys got to realize. And something I'm going to say that a lot of people do not know. You know what I'm saying? And you don't understand this. We all in this together. You know what I'm saying? Whether you can't see it or don't understand it, but we all in this together, because what happens is when somebody does something, right, it impacts somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like it could be in a good way or in a bad way. But you know what I'm saying? If you're generally somebody to do something in a good way, it goes forward. In other words, she's paving the way right now for a lot of people that, you know, want to do something like this, don't know how to do something like this, to be able to sit back now to see that they can do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And changing people's lives, man. And then, but first, you got to remember, change here. You change here, you change everything. You change the way you look at things, you change the way you, everything, I'm telling you. You know, it works. Did I say it right?
You're right. You're right.
Did I say it right?
No, you're right. Chama says, I recall from my first round tummy tuck having a lot of back pain from laying on the recovery bed. Any advice on how to manage that? So that's the pillows, Chama. Butterfly has, you know, hospital beds, so you can recline in a V position if you need to. But the boppy pillow under your butt and then the pillows behind your back, under your knees, that for me helps like take away the pressure, the pressure points from, you know, certain parts of the body. So that should help you. Meat fueled melanated mama, the Bravo in Florida, that's a different Bravo because I live in Miami and I shop at Bravo a lot too. That's a different Bravo. But yeah, when I saw it in the DR, I was like, hey, we got Bravo. But it's a different Bravo. It's not the same one. Friend says, did you get emotional after surgery? Yes.
Always. Both. Because when she had her first round and stuff like that, there was a point where she literally, I think it was like her 5th week or something like that. She broke down in tears, man. And it was like, I guess she was getting all type of comments and whatever the deal is, but also at the same time, she really broke down. This is the first time I ever saw her broke down this bad. And when I'm telling you this bad, it was boohoo snot coming out her nose and everything. So, I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. But then I was like, you know, I kept telling her, we did this journey, just, you know, just follow it through, And it was like a few days after that, she started noticing. I had took a picture of her one day. She didn't even realize how she was looking. And I told her she was looking good. She was looking good when she first did the thing. She was looking really good. And I was telling her, you're looking good. So I took this picture. She was wearing a gray outfit or whatnot. I sent it to her a few days ago. It popped up on my phone, which is kind of crazy. It literally popped up and I sent it to her. And then she's like, this is me? I was like, yes, this is you. And she's like, I look like that? I was like, yeah, you look like that. Nah. She went back and looked at that picture. She opened it up and I was like, yes, this is you. We took another 2-3 more pictures and stuff like that. I think that next day we went to Rainbows and you tried 1 or 2 things. And then she realized, you should have seen the look on her eyes. If you ever see a baby that realized something for the first time, you know what I'm saying, that type of experience, that was her. When she realized, wait a minute, I look good in this dress, her eyes opened up, she smiled. It was kind of smile that was like from in here, you know what I'm saying, that's the best way I could describe it. She was real happy, man. She was almost teary-eyed happy. At that point, it's like, you know, like I said, she started seeing the changes. And then she started doing something which I didn't want her to do. Oh, the doctor said I need to keep eating. So she kept eating. So I was like, no, you're not supposed to. So you're supposed to stop at a certain time. She didn't listen to me. No, but she did listen eventually. And then
I learned from my round 1.
Yeah, she sure did. But anyway, that's when that happened. But the moral of that is the dresses she started wearing after that was nice. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, her best friend had a boat ride thing. We went to Trinidad for 4 days. I'll never do that again. If I'm gonna go to Trinidad or go anywhere in the world, I'm gonna be gone for about at least 10 days. 7 days, maybe at least 10. Because when I go, I'm going to enjoy myself. Because I hate that the thing came down like this. It was like you landed T-minus 20. Just next thing you know, we had to jump back on the plane and go back.
Yeah, that was after my round 1 surgery when clothes started fitting me like so super nice. It's like, whoa, this is me. Yes, Redbone, that's who I went. That's who both of us went to for our first 2 rounds, Dr. Laurent. Yeah. Do you have any doctor recommendations in the US? I would love to book and talk further. No, because I don't like, even though I live in Miami, I don't like American surgeons for plus women, which is me. If you guys are a low BMI, 26, 28, then yeah, you can go to different Miami doctors. You're going to see better results. But if you are a plus size woman like myself, then you're going to go to Miami and you're going to feel like you wasted your money, because you're going to need multiple rounds to get what you could possibly get in the DR for 1 round. Like I have more than one person.
Whatever they're looking for, they're going to at least get it in about 2.
You know, so
say 2.
I have like people who book with me that they had their first round in Miami and now they're going to the DR for the 2nd round, and a lot of times I hear the same thing, which is, man, I wasted my money going to Miami. You know, I didn't think that I would have to get a 2nd round, and you know, but they live and they learn. So I feel like if you're skinny, Miami is the place to go. If you're a plus woman, DR is the place to go. Not even Colombia, because Colombia, you see also a lot of the women they post are like slim women. And again, I spoke about this before a lot, but I mean, you know, you guys who are new to me, you probably didn't hear it. Which is colorism. In Colombia, when I go to some of these surgeons' pages and I look at their work, all I see is like white women, light-skinned Latino women, Caucasian women. I don't see brown girls or black girls. And if I'm giving you my money, why are you not proud to show my melanated skin all over your page? So for me, Colombia is a hell no. Even friends of mine who are Colombian, they tell me, and they work in the post-op business, they were like, DR is the place to go if you want to get snatched and you are plus. You know, if you are slim, Miami and Colombia will work for you. Shoni said surgery is the goat. Dropping gems.
No, I'm the goat.
Maybe get off my life. Forget him, y'all. Let me.
Yeah, y'all came to see Sergi Bay. Y'all came to talk to me. Type 1. Let's see.
You're liking this internet fame a little too much.
I don't like the fame.
Okay, I'm nervous about the emotional roller coaster. I go in next week with no support. Baby, stop. Let me read the comments and answer them.
Listen, hey, real talk. I don't like the support. I mean, I like the support. Sorry, but I was gonna say is I don't. I'm low key. I'm one of those guys that I get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit back. I don't have to sit back and show off anything. Just me. I'm just low key.
We about to fire him. Remember? My long-time followers know I fired him like a while ago.
She fired me, man. She fired me. Anybody? Well, I'm a boss. I'm sorry. I can't work.
He got fired from being my assistant like a while ago. I'm about to fire him again because he's like hugging the whole live. Babe, stop. I'm ready to finish the questions and end the live. I need some me time. All right, so
no, she don't need no me time.
Ignore him. Ignore him. So we're talking about the emotional roller coaster. Unfortunately, that's part of surgery. There's days when you're gonna hate how you look. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be you know, angry. Like, what the hell did I do to myself? I look worse than when I went in. That's how I was feeling. Let me get this.
That was week 4. That was week 4.
That was how I was feeling when I had my tummy tuck around week 5 or so. Like, my butt was looking like a damn triangle. Like, it was looking horrendous. And even before surgery, you know, I had a little alright looking butt. It wasn't that it was, you know, it wasn't curvy, but it wasn't that bad. But it was looking horrible. And I'm like, that's when he's talking about when I really started crying, because I was like, what did I do to myself? Why am I looking like this? Like, what the hell is going on? And I had a big old cry session. You know, because typically I think I'm a strong person where I don't really.
Oh no, she cried like a big old baby with the big old
Goodbye, Mr. Paul.
Snot. Oh, you know, now Mr. Paul.
Bring me back a snack from the truck stop.
Oh, you want to? Oh.
If they have chocolate cake.
That's how it works.
I'm getting lipo. I'm eating chocolate cake. Okay.
That's how it works. So I get booed off your live, right? And then now you want something now? You want something? Oh, you want something?
Hold on.
What?
You gonna want something from me later, aren't you? Right? You're gonna want something from me later, right?
Oh, is this blackmail? Huh? You know I can
no money, no honey.
Long rope for my goat. Remember
no
that?
No snacks, no honey.
Long rope from you. Don't want this long rope.
Oh my God. Anyway, guys, so let me answer you guys' questions, and then we're gonna end the live.
You don't want that long rope. I'm telling you.
So yes, the emotional part of surgery is. I don't really feel there's a way you could go around that, because you're gonna be, you know, feeling all kind of ways different days. Some days you're gonna be very happy, very, you know, grateful. Other days you're gonna be sad and depressed. You're gonna be angry. But the slogan "trust the process" is what comes into play. It comes into play because your body is gonna be changing dimensions, shapes, inches, almost on a weekly basis. And that's another thing why I tell you guys, don't buy a custom faja too early, because you're going to be changing inches so quickly that by the time you get the faja, whether it's 2-3 weeks later in the mail, it may not even fit you. It may be too big, it may be too small, you know, your measurements may be off. So I always tell you guys, wait until 2 to 3 months before you buy that Tributo or Contour faja or whoever, you know, that you have to give your measurements to buy the faja from. So that emotional roller coaster, you know, trust the process. Trust the process that when you hit 90 days, you're going to be pleasantly surprised, you know, with how you look. Excuse me, Chama said it. You usually look worse before you look better. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Keisha. The Trini flag. I like Dr. William in Miami, and he's had to get on his schedule. It will cost you a lot of money, and you need to have the right BMI. Yes, Dr. William is, I think they said, booked out until like 2023 or something. I get emotional after surgery too, but knowing the amazing results I got and how fabulous my clothes look on me, trust me, I feel great, and I'm 6 months post-op. You always have to keep that in the back of your mind, that you know that you're going to be looking good, and you know that after a little bit of time, you know, you're going to reap the benefits. And a lot of times I have to keep that in the back of my mind too, because especially like when it's just lipo, I am impatient. Like, I am ready to see results. Can I book Butterfly Recovery House even if I don't get surgery with your team? Yes, you just have to contact them. They have their phone number in their Instagram profile. Chama says, like everyone, but don't trust anyone you don't know. The surgery sister thing, thank you. With that crazy stuff. You'll meet a lot of great ladies, but still be safe and smart. Yep, because you don't want to be in the recovery house, you know, and you're sharing a room with people, and you leave your stuff there in your suitcase, and you come back and stuff is missing. I spoke about that. You know, people lying and telling you, no, it's the nurse that stole it. Get a lock, unlock your suitcase, a TSA lock, unlock your suitcase before you go to surgery. So when you come back, you know nobody touched your shit. And Morgan says we're going to get our faja tailored in there. Yes. Morgan, I sent you all that information with the video. Scroll in your WhatsApp, you're going to see it. So anyway, guys, this was a long live. So I'm going to end it and go give my husband some loving. And we have a couple hours off before we pick up tomorrow morning. So I'm going to enjoy my afternoon. And let me go answer these 1,000,001 WhatsApp messages I have. And Shawnee says, can you get a private room in the Butterfly Recovery House? Yes, it is $100 per night. That's your rate. My customers get a different rate. But contact them, message them, and they'll answer you. I mean, they're busy. They get something like 100 to 150 messages a day on their WhatsApp. So they'll answer you eventually, but, you know, just be patient. Or re-message them so you can get your stuff bumped up. You know, so anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. Let's see if Instagram lets me save this live. I'll try and post it to YouTube. If it's not there later on, is because Instagram didn't let me save it. So bye for now.